Hello everybody, welcome to another video on my channel. Today we're doing a bit of I'm gonna just do my island dailies while I give you a little story time. It's not that big of a story time, but I remembered it recently. It was vividly shoved back into my brain and I felt like I just had to share it because when it happened, I wasn't actively making YouTube videos. So I didn't get to share it with you at the time. So this is my OLED Switch, which is what I consider to currently be my primary island. It's the one I did the I'm back video on, and I've been working just casually on it. I've been really having a good time. Just working when I feel motivated to. I don't need my watering can today, that's for sure. I am on game time, so it is October. We're starting to get pumpkins and spooky decor, all sorts of stuff. I'm having a good time. And I'm slowly working on collecting all of my villagers' portraits. And eventually there's some that I want to get rid of, but I want to make sure I get their portrait first. For example, I do think I eventually want to let Anka go, but I want to get her picture first. I have 3 so far, which I'm very happy of. I will show you. I've been working on redecorating my house. So I really like this front room. I think it turned out real dang cute. We'll eventually get to the story time, I promise. That's what you're here for, okay? Bear with me. So here's my bedroom, which I really love. I've just been really inspired by decorations recently. I've been having a good time. Here's my bedroom. And here are the 3 pictures I currently have. So we have Fang, Kyle, and Rolled, which is super exciting. The ones that I really want to get on my island still are Olive, Sasha, Wolfgang, and Marshall. Those are the ones I super want to get, but we do also have Bee, Fauna, and Anka on our island, and I definitely wouldn't mind getting theirs. Anka is really close. Bee and Fauna are my newest villagers. Bee replaced Bianca, and Fauna replaced Cherry. So those 2 just aren't as high friendship level as my other ones are. The other ones, honest to God, hand over heart, are just it's just a matter of the dice rolling correctly at this point as far as me actually getting their photo. So the way that I've been doing it is I looked up some stuff online. They will only give you their picture if their friendship level is a certain amount, and the item you gift them will sell for at least 700 or 750 bells. And that's a big one. So the items have to be kind of expensive. So what I learned from watching some other YouTubers is fossils are a really good way to not only get your villagers level up, but fossils always sell for at least 750 bells or whatever the minimum is. They always sell for it. So as long as they are fossils that Blathers already has, you don't have to worry about it. They will always accept your present, and you will always have that chance of getting a picture back once you get the high enough friendship level. Another good tip that I learned is when you give them a gift that is wrapped, it adds 1 additional friendship point guaranteed every time. So take that extra 2 seconds to go buy wrapping paper, okay, and wrap those presents. While I go around and pick up my fossils, get them inspected, that kind of stuff, I'm going to tell you my story. During the start of Animal Crossing, way back in 2020, my friends and I, that was all we did, okay? Peak COVID, I was constantly playing Animal Crossing. It was definitely an escapism, and it was pretty much the only thing keeping me sane at all times was Animal Crossing. I literally can vividly remember sitting in my room and just playing Animal Crossing, all right? This was kind of before the turnip market had really taken off. I don't think that website where you can go to people's islands, those specific turnip-based one, which now is more than just turnip-based. I don't even know if that existed yet, okay? Regardless, I'm not sure exactly how I got to this point, but my island was selling turnips for 400 bells or something. It was a lot of money. They were selling for a really high price. So I immediately told my 2 friends that I hung out with pretty much every day. I told them about it and they came over and we decided we were going to tell a couple more people, not make it too crazy. I didn't want to open up my island to a bunch of strangers because it's a lot of work. You got to kind of keep your island open forever. And even though you make a little money off of it, ultimately I wasn't feeling it that day, but I wanted to open my island up to some friends. So I reached out to one of my friends. Her name is Lena. You might know her online as Lubadoo. At the time, we were decent acquaintances. And I knew she also played Animal Crossing. So I went ahead and I was like, hey, Lena, my turnip prices are kind of badonkers right now. Do you want to come on over? And she was like, yeah, totally. She's like, give me just a little bit. I need to whatever. And I was like, totally not a problem. Let's just keep me updated. And then she asked if she could tell a couple friends about the code. I was going to give her a dodo code. And I was like, yeah, sure. You can tell a couple friends. Me and my 2 friends were hanging out. I was just kind of lingering by the airport. We were all in a Discord call together. And suddenly someone comes in. If I remember correctly, because it's been 2 years, if I remember correctly, all 3 of Lena's friends had already come by, but they were still there, obviously. And I think I had also opened up my island. I had sent the dodo code to the Discord community I was part of at the time. I was like, hey, let me know, make sure you tell me that you're coming. So I was like, oh, maybe this is a person. On the screen popped up Justine. I was like, huh. I was like, that's interesting. And then she shows up. Her name might have even been iJustine. You might know where this is going. It was probably in the title even, but I wasn't sure, right? I was like, why on earth would iJustine be on my island? I had no idea. So I started doing some digging because obviously it said her island name and stuff like that. I started doing some digging and I tried to find on her social media anywhere if she was playing Animal Crossing. Like the whole world was playing Animal Crossing. That doesn't mean anything. I did eventually find a post referencing her Animal Crossing. I even found a video referencing her playing Animal Crossing. And I think I found her island name. So I was like, this is iJustine, but how? And at that point I was like, maybe it's Lena. So I reached out to Lena and I was like, hey, do you know iJustine by chance? And she was like, no, haha, like why? And I was like, well, and she was like, did she show up on your island? And I was like, yeah, I think so. So it turns out that Lena was friends with iJustine's sister. And apparently the sister had given the dodo code to her sister, you know, because sibling. So iJustine was on my Animal Crossing island. I did get a selfie with her. I was like, hey, can I get a picture? Because iJustine was on my island. I was just whatever. But that was just like bonkers to me. It just blows my mind to this day that like it'd be different if it was one of those things where like maybe she had been doing like, I know she doesn't, I don't really follow iJustine. I just know about her because she is who she is. And I follow enough YouTubers that are in similar circles as her that I knew about her, right? I don't really watch her content, but I knew about her. So just the fact that like without me knowing her, without her knowing me, without her like she wasn't like posting on Twitter like I'm looking for turnip prices, like she just ended up on my island. And I'm still a little like shell shocked by that to this day. But yeah, that is the story of how iJustine how I accidentally met iJustine. She didn't know who I was. She was like, yeah, but that happened. It's kind of crazy. So while I have you here, and because literally otherwise this video would be like 5 minutes long, let me just talk to you about some of the ideas that have been happening recently. I was thinking about trying to see if I have any pictures of some of my first quote unquote builds on Animal Crossing. I just thought it might be interesting to try to recreate something. I was very inspired by Froggy Crossing, who did the same thing. I don't know, how you guys feeling about like Sims content? I also have been playing Slime Rancher 2 because I love that game. Like Slime Rancher is one of my favorite games. So when Slime Rancher 2 came out, besties, it was over. It was over for me. I was so excited, and I've played like 7 hours of it, maybe 8, which in the grand scheme of things isn't like a lot, but like it is because there was like 4 hours at a time each time. I also have some ideas for, I'm very uninspired currently for the modded series, which sucks because I have a modded Switch. And also just D&D content. How have you guys been feeling about that? Do you guys like it? Do you hate it? Would you guys want random update videos, like random build videos on this island? Because basically the way I've been doing it is I've just been like slowly building when I get the inspiration, because I'm just trying not to force anything. I also am really inspired by Liz the Lass and how she treats her like kind of more permanent island where it is seasonal and she rotates out builds as these seasons naturally come and go, which I'm also excited by. I do also plan on kicking out a villager soon. And if you guys want to see like a villager hunt, I'd also be happy to do that. So just like keep me posted about like your vibes. Like for example, this build is a recent one. I just finally added a little ladder down here. I tweaked my water a little bit. I just kind of wanted to make it just kind of cute down here. Put a little boat sign. You know, I can access Red's boat. I built this while he was here. But yeah, so let me know if you want to see more content on here, because I do play on here every once in a while. I don't think I'd record everything I do, but whether it be like a speed build or just like random updates of the island, I'd be happy to potentially do that if that's something you guys really want. And if you have any suggestions for Foxtail, please let me know. I think some of my motivation, lack of motivation, comes from the difficulty of which it is, for me at least, not actually that it is, to change out mods and stuff like that and to add them in and to like make small changes. Like the fact that I have to like potentially turn off my Switch every time just to make small changes really like demotivates me, because it's like that many additional steps to the recording process. And some people are totally chill with that, and I'm just personally not. So I'm not sure if it'll end up going much further. That's going to be it for this vague story time rambling video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because you know you want to hang out, like my videos. I don't know, it mean a lot to me. Please leave a comment down below, just like letting me know your thoughts on some of the ideas I have, or just like letting me know how many villager photos you've gotten. I love talking to you guys, and I'd love to talk to you more. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.